Welcome to the TV and Movie Review Show, bringing you a review on the latest TV shows and movies. So let's jump into it. Hope you enjoy the show.
A black family moves into an all-white Los Angeles neighborhood where violent forces next door and otherworldly things threaten revenge to destroy them. Hey everyone, welcome to my movie and TV review podcast. I'm your host, Jazzy929. Today I'm going to be reviewing Them. It premiered on Prime, Amazon, or Amazon Prime, wherever way you want to put it. And we are in season 1, and it had 10 episodes. I want you to know to stay until the end because there's a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing with you that you might have missed in the show. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this review. Hey, you guys, I would like to let you know that there will be spoilers in this review. I do not want to ruin this for anyone, so please, if you haven't seen this and you do not want this to be spoiled for you, maybe you should come back to the podcast after you watch the movie. Understand that this movie was a lot to take in, and I have a lot of thoughts about this movie, and I do not want to go ahead and miss sharing those thoughts with you guys during this review. With that being said, let me go ahead and move forward. A black family in the 50s moved from North Carolina to an all-white Los Angeles neighborhood during the period known as the Great Migration. This all takes place within 10 days, everybody. There is a family. They're called the Emerys, and they have the husband, Henry, which is an engineer. They have the mother, which is Lucky. She is a former teacher, and 2 beautiful daughters named Grace and Ruby. The Great Migration was a 50-year time period that millions of black Americans moved from the South to find a better place across the U.S. I thought the show was amazing, everybody. The makeup was good, the dressing was good. I love the family warmth and the message of family value. That was a part that actually stood out for me in this show. I love the way the mother explained to the kids the meaning behind their name, Ruby and Grace. I am that mother. I explain to my kids every time I get, or every chance I get, what the meaning behind their names are and why I gave it to them. I got racism, mystery and creepiness from the beginning of this show. To see Compton full of white folks was something I never imagined before as far as viewed. Why, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. The way I was raised, what I seen when I was coming up was Compton full of black folks. So it really was a sight to see. The neighborhood, as far as the Leave It to Beaver neighborhood that they moved into, was very clear that they did not want the Emerys to stay in there. It was a no black zone, point blank and period. And they did all type of tactics that we've seen to get them out of there from the beginning. There is so much trauma shown that these people carry in the show. Call me crazy if you want, but I even felt compassion for Betty. She dealt with the fact that her dad abuses her as far as sexually. Henry suffered from the horrors of serving in the war. Lucky is just a mother trying to protect her family, and after watching episode 5, how can we blame her? Her son was violently taken from her, and she was an innocent person, and these people just came and ripped her son from her. And if I'm not mistaken, as far as the life of her son, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she was raped. Tell me what y'all thought, everybody. From what I saw, I think she was viciously raped too. Henry, we see him deal with racism every day at his job. We see him go to the restroom and shield his rage as he screamed in the restroom because he is upset, you know what I'm saying, because he deals with racism every day at work. We see that the Peaches is a trigger for them as far as for Lucky, because that reminds her, of the day that her child was viciously taken from her. We see that the smell of sweets actually affect Henry also, because like he said, that reminds him of the gas that he smelled while he was away at war. Let's face it, everybody, blacks was not treated fairly when they was away serving. Betty's husband also faced demons because he kept being judged because he was hiding the fact that he was gay. I actually felt bad for Helen also. She was forced to be under the big dogs as far as the man. She was a woman working with men, and the man thought that she was a woman and should be working at home, you know. So they actually treated her as if she was lesser than them. So I felt compassion for her also. A lot of people might not agree with me, but that's just the way I felt. And George, if I'm not mistaken, that was the guy that would come over and drink with Betty, as far as he was being misled by Betty, thinking, say he was thinking that Betty liked him, and kind of find out she was just using him. He was mentally unstable, point blank and period. This has a lot to do as far as this show I've seen with people being mentally unstable. Tell me what y'all thought. Is this show something that I will watch again? No. It was a lot to take in for me, and I had to force myself to actually finish the show. I was upset as I watched this. My emotions was everywhere, but this was a good show. But as I said, it was a lot to take in. It took some time for me to watch, and due to that, I don't think I'll watch it again. But I would tell someone else to watch it, and I hope there is a second season. But I didn't think at the end of this movie anybody won, and I think that upset me. It's like the movie for me didn't get anywhere, and I was expecting it to. I wanted a better ending. I didn't get that, and I think that bothered me. So that's a reason why I wouldn't watch this movie again, and I don't want to go through the emotional imbalance I went through when I watched this movie. But for the first time to watch it, for me, it was okay, but I won't watch it again. But if you haven't seen this movie, I will tell you, watch it. You might like it. Well, there you have it, everyone. That was my review and my take on this TV show. This TV show was written by Melvin Little, and it has actor Ashley Thomas in it, and many more amazing actors. They did a great job in this show. I want you to know that you can find me on my website, jazzy929creations.com. I am rebranding at this time. You will see some new features coming to the website that will help me grow as far as the podcast and everything else that's coming. I want to know what y'all take was on the movie. So feel free to go ahead and leave your comments at the bottom in the bottom portion below this podcast episode. I want you all to know too that I am going to be reviewing Godfather of Harlem. That's going to be coming along with this. That's what I'm going to be releasing with this. So y'all will be able to watch or listen to this and then listen to that episode too. And that's what I will be covering for a while now, is the series of Godfather of Harlem. I will also be doing live discussion groups for that coming soon. I will keep you updated on that. Until next time, everyone, thank you for tuning in.